How you doing? My name's Danny. If if you're watching this, it means you or somebody you know has COPD. And you see the commercials on it. There's a lot of different stages of COPD. And I myself, I've been to pulmonary rehab twice, which is all that any insurance will pay for. Hold on. So, my dilemma is there are plenty of support groups. There's palliative care. I have end-stage COPD. End-stage COPD, by the way. End-stage just means that there is nothing left but dying. So palliative care starts calling you and they start talking to you about a lung transplant. And the thing about the lung transplant is you got to go to, the biggest hospital around you. Here it's Duke, I believe. And the thing about that is you got to be able to walk unassisted for 20 minutes, which is there ain't no way. I could walk on a treadmill for 20 minutes holding on, but this is unassisted. You can have as much oxygen as you want, but that doesn't really help. But a lung transplant it's an option. I don't smoke anymore. I don't do any drugs, so that's not the problem. The problem is I can't get my heart rate up to lose any weight. I was in a bad accident. I wrecked a Mustang. I had a big trach in my throat and a chest tube and broken ribs, punctured lungs, all that on top of the COPD. So when I got back, oxygen, portable, refill tanks. I can't zoom. There he is, refill tank. I have nebulizer, CPAP, which is the mask at night, and breathing treatments. Take. I got both. Take both. One is Pulmicort. One is Duoneb. Budesonide is the Pulmicort steroid, and the Duoneb is just your plain old albuterol and ibuprofen mix. So my thing is, I do have people I can talk to, but they're all senior citizens, and I have no problem with senior citizens, but it would be nice. I'll be 43 January 18th. It'd be nice to talk to somebody who is young and basically retired because they're disabled. Everybody thinks that's a good thing. Oh man, you ain't got nothing to do. Well, nobody else my age is retired. Most retired people, if their friends aren't dead and still alive, they're retired too. So you can call them and, hey, let's go drink coffee. Or I call my friends, they're wide ass open. COVID there's lots of things I could talk about, but I need to know there's somebody out there that wants to talk about them too that's somewhere near my age. I mean, I don't care. Anybody can I'll talk to anybody about it. I guess I'm trying to say, these people who are depressed and call out singers that kill each other themselves or whatever the thing when you feel alone. That's why people search for religion or for a spouse or kids or, you know, just surround yourself around people, period. People you can tolerate long enough to live around them. I mean, you know, nobody wants to be alone. As you can see, I am alone. I am in my head a lot of nights. And I put on a happy face every day. Hey, I'm a cup half full kind of guy, man. In fact, lots of people commend me on how positive I am, but it ain't always like that. It ain't always positive inside my head when I'm by myself. But anyway, if there's anybody out there that this touches you, or when you want to talk about it, or you want to talk to me about it, I don't care. I mean, the point of this is I make videos all the time trying to think about what I like that other people will like and want to talk about. But it never hit me that man, I have something. I'm dying. That's the biggest question there is. I mean, what happens when we die? Are we alone in the universe? And is there a God? I mean, I definitely believe in a God. I definitely don't think we're alone in the universe. So all that leaves is what happens when we die. Just because there's a God don't mean that we don't just, you know, we're not recycled and we never feel pain. And I'm sure that regardless, the love you have when your loved ones, people talk all about, you know, going and having a supper or whatever with their loved ones when they die. Well, love is one thing that can't be erased. I mean, nobody can take the love you have with your family. If you love a dog named Joe or Blackie or well, that's the red, or let's get out of the colors. Rover. Your dog's name's Rover. Well, if you and Rover love each other, and y'all always loved each other, and Rover dies and you die, that love don't die. That love's there forever. Nobody can ever take it away. I mean, that dog loved you and you loved the dog, and that's never going to change. That's never going to go away. That love is always going to be there. Anyway, I have a lot of things to talk about, and I have a lot of different ways of dealing, or ways to think about, or things you might want to think about, or things you might not have thought about. More than just what a doctor or a preacher can tell you. I'm not saying I'm smarter than them. I'm saying I have no agenda. I'm not trying to make you better. I'm not trying to save your soul. I'm trying to help you deal with the here and now and the fact that our clock is shorter than everybody else's. So this is Danny talking about the things that are hard to talk about. That may be my new thing. I mean, it's the one thing people don't advertise everywhere. The shit people don't want to hear. That's the real story. Much love.